G'day everybody, this is Donovan here from the Mezzafanti Guild blog. Hello from Russia, from a region of Russia called Tatarstan, from a city called Kazan. It's about 10 or 8 hours sort of southeast of Moscow. I think that's right, I think it's about 10 hours. It's really cold here. As you've just seen, I've just come from sunny Dubai. I've been there for 2 weeks with my Russian host family. I just came back last night, so I've just moved into my apartment. I'm just going to tell you a little bit about what I'm doing here. I call it a host family, but I'm actually not living with my host family. They sort of live just down the road, and I'm working for the family. So I'm actually a private teacher for a couple of kids. I'm going to be spending a lot of time each week in their house teaching these kids, and when they go on their trips to Dubai, to places overseas, I'll be traveling with them. So I'll be spending lots and lots of time with the family, but I have my own apartment here in the city, which is great for me. It gives me that privacy, that time to sort of get away. I don't really want to be I've done a lot of host family situations, a lot of language immersion. And it can get, especially at my age, it's just, you want your own space. So this is a really good setup. While I was in Dubai, didn't really get a lot of time, didn't get any time actually to do any kind of Russian study. I got to spend a bit of time with the Russian maid and nanny of the family who don't speak any English. And it's amazing that in that time, just being around people who don't speak any English for 2 weeks, it's amazing how much you do pick up. So even without studying, sort of I've picked up so much. Today I've actually really properly sat down and started to smash out the Russian. I'm actually using Asimil at the moment, and my earworms Russian just to get me going, and of course my italki, which is my main language tool. So I've got my first Russian online lesson tonight, and I'll be doing that probably 3 times a week. italki has just announced their language challenge for 2014, where it's I think, what is it, three lessons a week, for 6 weeks, 20 lessons in 6 weeks, I think it is. So I've registered for that. I've signed up for that, just to sort of give myself another little boost. But at this stage, I'm not too sure how long I'm going to be here in Kazan, in Russia. Could be a couple of months, could be a lot longer than that. I'm not sure yet. So I would like to, no matter what happens, I would ideally like to be as fluent as I can before I leave. I don't know if I'll reach the same level I did with my Korean. I'm hoping that I do, of course, and I'm always aiming for the highest possible level that I can while I'm traveling. But I really want to immerse myself as much as possible here in this region of the country, as in many other regions of Russia. Russian is just one of the dominant languages. Russian is the dominant language here, but there's another language called Tatar, which is very closely related to Turkish that people speak. Since I don't have a whole lot of time and I really want to focus on Russian here, I won't be studying that this time. I'd love to actually, but I'd be spreading myself too thin if I tried to do that. Ideally, while I'm here as a sort of a side, as well as sort of checking out Russia and learning Russian, I really want to try and get up north to one of the Sami areas if I can, when it gets into the warmer months. If I'm still here, I'd like to get up there. I can't remember the name of the region. I think it's called Murmansk. Right up in the northwest of Russia. There's a region where the Sami people are, near Finland. So I've always wanted to go up there. So I'm hoping that I'll get a chance to do that. I've got lots of hopeful things that I'd like to do while I'm here. But Russian is obviously number one. This is one of the sort of main languages that I've always had on my to-do list. So I'd like to hit that while I'm here. Lots of other plans for 2014 as well. It's so cold here. I'm just winter in places like this. Winter is really a hindrance. Because everybody sort of tends to congregate a lot indoors. So it's just a matter of finding I guess, working out, I guess, where, people in this region, I guess, how they spend their free time, where the best places are to meet people. Everywhere's different. But for me, this kind of feels very similar to Georgia, where I was living, around Tbilisi and Rustavi. The atmosphere here, even the architecture, everything. Georgia being sort of used to be part of Russia. We used to be controlled by Russia, so to me it feels very similar to that. I feel like I'm back in Georgia in a sense. So I feel quite comfortable here, and the people that I've met here in the less than 24 hours that I've been in the country have just been absolutely lovely, so warm and friendly, which is a great sign. So I really encourage you to check out the iTalki language challenge. If you want something to sort of give you a bit of a kickstart for the start of the year, check that out, sign up. And the other thing is, as I said before, one of the things that I'm using to get my Russian going, just to get started, is the Earworms musical brain trainer, which is I've written a review about it on my blog, and I mention it quite often on my blog. And it's a great way. It's a great way to use music to get language stuck in your head. There's a real science behind it, and I've used it for the French. I bought the French Volume 2 a while back, and this time I bought the Russian Volume 1 and 2, and I've just found it so super effective in helping you remember language quickly. So if you haven't checked out my review that I wrote a long time ago about that on my blog, check that out and get a copy of it. It's available in lots of different languages. Anyone who can provide recommendations for me on good Russian material, fire away. I'd love to hear it. If you've learned Russian yourself, if you can recommend some good course book material, stuff with lots of dialogues. This time I'm using Asimil because it's got some great dialogues in it. Great focus on conversational chunks. On formulaic language, which is what I love to learn with. I don't like grammar books unless I'm studying grammar, which I'm not. I'm studying conversational Russian, and that's what I want. It's conversational dialogue material. So if anyone can recommend anything, provide any suggestions, that would be awesome. So anyway, keep checking in on the blog. I want to get out and use my camera a bit around here once I get a feel for the area. And hopefully start putting up some progress videos on my Russian, and look forward to doing it. Thanks very much.